In the first scene of William Shakespeare's play, Julius Caesar, a military official named Flavius reveals his disgust with a dashing military and political official named Julius Caesar, by asking, who else would soar above the view of men, and keep us all in servile fearfulness? In the second scene, on a crowded street filled with people cheering for Julius Caesar as he passes by, he hears a single voice above the din, and asks, who is it in the press that calls on me? I hear a tongue shriller than all the music cry, Caesar. It is a soothsayer, who speaks up and warns Caesar, beware the Ides of March. Caesar ignores the fortune teller, saying, he is a dreamer, let us leave him. Pass. It is not until Act 3, near the middle of the play, that the conspirators, Marcus Brutus, Cassius, and Casca, fall upon Caesar and assassinate him, on March 15th, the Ides of March. Historians list details of Julius Caesar's murder. Some 60 senators participated in the plot. He tried to escape, but tripped and fell. He died from loss of blood, and it occurred on March 15, 44 BCE. The senators acted out of fear that Julius Caesar planned to claim the title of ruler for life, push aside the Senate, and rule as a tyrant forever. They wanted to retain some measure of power. The Republic's officials could point to a constitution, to a senate, to a body of laws, to courts, to interpretations of justice, and to all the remaining mechanics of a functioning republican government. And yet the Romans believed that on certain occasions, during an emergency, the Republic would not react quick enough. For those cases, officials would elect a director, or a dictator, for 6 months, suspend the constitution, and give the director total autocratic control. On January 26, 44 BCE, Julius Caesar had won a new title, Director in Perpetuity, not for 6 months, but for life. The senators had reason to fear Caesar's grab for power, hence their conspiracy. The public though hated the senators for killing Julius Caesar. For a dozen years, a host of men, filled with ambition, grabbed for power, stirring up a series of civil wars that shook Rome's republic. Finally, in 31 BCE, Caesar's grandnephew and adopted son, Octavian, emerged as Rome's leader. He assumed a new name, Caesar Augustus, and in 31 BCE, he declared himself Rome's first emperor. An imperial government, the Roman Empire, superseded the Roman Republic that year. Luke, a New Testament writer, wrote the most telling words, and it came to pass in those days, that there went out a decree from Caesar Augustus that all the world should be taxed. The Senate did not issue the decree, because power now resided in a man, an emperor, who could tax who he wanted. In the 18th century, a British historian named Edward Gibbon wrote a chronicle of Rome's empire, and entitled it The History of the Decline and Fall of the Roman Empire. It includes 6 volumes, and covers 2,442 pages. Gibbon begins on page 1.